Okay, so for our next session, we're going to have our guided reading, and today's host is going to be Sister Zhuang from Tainan. So let's welcome her to guide our guided reading today. We're Master Zheng Yin, Masters at the Abode, and everyone online with us today. Good morning to everyone. I am from Tainan, and I'm being specifically. My name is Zhuang Shui. This year, I am from Tzuji's age, 36 years old, which means I am 86 years old. So today I'm going to be sharing about the daily journal of Dharma Master Zheng Yin, specifically the 2022 winter chapter, October 15th to 21st. And the topic for today is going to be walking the Bodhisattva path, life after life. So when we open our eyes every morning, that is a new life. Every single day, Dharma Master talks about life and death, and she is always preparing for the day that she may peacefully leave or depart this life. And so this reminds us that it's so important to cherish every moment and to always be in the present. And every morning that I wake up, that's a realization that I have another day. And it's so important to be grateful for that. For the fact that now we have yet another day in our lives and have the opportunity to do more good things for others. So even if I see a plastic bottle on the street, it's so important for me to go and pick that up and to use a time and effort or a time and ability I have in my life to do good. For example, if we think about people in Indonesia and Myanmar, our Tzuji family, each family every day saves one handful of rice as a way to save this rice together and help those who need it even more. And that is the sort of spirit that embodies what it is that Tzuji wants to do in this world. So let's actually take a look at a video that was created by the Dai channel on June 23rd of 2021. And the title of this video is approximately translated as The Answer to Life, Caring for the Sick, Walking the Bodhisattva Path, and Doing the Work of Tzuji Lets Us Never Feel Old. And this is actually about a Tzuji volunteer named Wang Cengji. He is someone who actually is referred to as the local deity of Hosan, which is an area in Taiwan. He was the first male commissioner of Tzuji. 50 years ago, he could not drive, he didn't ride a bike, so he actually just, with his 2 feet and walking, walked all around Taiwan to do the work of Tzuji and to help collect a lot of the donations that we ended up needing to build the Tzuji Hualien Hospital. When we see through his life that the way he has carried himself and lived his life really follows along the lyrics of this song called The Answer in Life. And so I'll briefly translate some of the lyrics of this song. So what is the meaning of life? It is to learn by doing. It is to be grateful for the adversity in your life. And to not give rise to worries and afflictions, and to grow in your wisdom life. Let us say good words, do good deeds, build abundance in our lives through serving others in need. And time passes us in every moment. The changes in the world are constant yet impermanent. Let us share more blessings and be more forgiving. So what is the answer to life? Let us learn by doing, and by each of us taking actions of kindness, we can help prevent the onset of disasters. So Brother Wang Cengji's example really shows us that taking action is how we create value in our lives. And so he really served as a role model for others.
那就刚才我们生命的答案呢，就是告诉我们要怎样
So what does this song teach us? It teaches us that um, helping others is how we create blessings and wisdom and value in our lives. Now, what is something that we talk about a lot in CG these days? It's about sharing the importance of adopting plant-based diets all around the world. And it's important to build an acute awareness that this clock that we have for climate action is ticking down very, very quickly. And one of the most effective ways of reducing our carbon footprint as a species is to adopt plant-based diets and reduce animal products. We know, of course, that there are a lot of benefits to plant-based diets. Uh, Amongst them, it's very, very good for the environment. Of course, it spares all the lives of those animals that provide these meat and other animal products for us. And it's good for our health as well. So on this slide right here, you've probably seen this image before. In the New York Union Square, there is this clock, if you will, a countdown clock that's telling us the amount of time we have to take substantial action to limit our impact on global warming such that we do not exceed the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold that we've defined with the Paris Climate Accord. So that 1.5 degrees C is going to end up being like a lifeline to humanity by making sure that we don't bring planet Earth to a point of no return. So as of about mid-July or so, we saw that we had just about 6 years left. And at this point, it's been a couple of months. We're less than 6 years, so 5 years. Oh, yeah. 5 years plus. So how do we maintain that lifeline of being under 1.5 degrees C of global warming? We know that if temperatures rise above this point, I believe maybe to 2 degrees C, I think the information we have right now suggests that perhaps 1 billion or more people could lose their lives due to the impact of climate change. So let's take a look at this slide right here. This idea of sustaining net zero 365 action, approximately translated. So you might have seen these various diagrams before. So how do we take these 365 actions? The idea is that it's only in taking these net zero actions that we can keep our impact on warming less than 1.5 degrees Celsius. And what are 3 things that we can help do? One is to live simply. The second is to be content and grateful. And the third is to share great love with others. So those 3 actions are the 3 in 365. And then what is the 6? The 6 are going to be number 1, conserving water by limiting water flow. Number 2, committing to at least 1 plant-based meal a day. Number 3, trying to walk as much as possible or take public transportation when possible. Number 4, remember to turn off your lights. Number 5, avoid using one-time use items. And then number 6, bringing your environmental protection kit with you. Right? And so these will include, for example, your utensils, your cups, your bowls, your handkerchief, these items that we call the environmental protection kit. So these are the 6 items of 365. And then finally, what is the 5? The 5 is going to be the 5 R's. So refuse, reduce, reuse, repair, recycle. So with these 3, the 6, and with the 5, these actions that we've collectively talked about together, that will be a very effective strategy for each of us in our own lives to help contribute towards net zero and help limit our global warming to 1.5 degrees C. So in taking actions like with the 365, that is building blessings and wisdoms in our own life. And really, we are the ones who benefit from these things. And when we talk about walking the Bodhisattva path, it is critical that we learn to live and walk amongst others. And in that way, we can expand our horizons and our interactions with others. And through recognizing our own blessings and when seeing the suffering of others, we have the opportunity to help more and more people. So let us live diligently and take action, meaningful action in our lives, and create blessing. So let us plant the seeds of blessings and wisdom deep into our consciousness and subconsciousness so that we can carry these seeds life after life. And remember, every morning when you wake up, that is the opportunity for new life every single day. So you can see that earlier when Sister Zhuang walked out, we had the audience members in the back clapping with their hands over their head in this way. So let's all clap for her together. And so we have viewers from around the world leaving comments right here. And we can see that Sister Zhuang right now is such an example for us. The fact that she is here right now, at her age, doing as much as she is, shows us that all of us can do so much in our own lives as well. And we see her here today, just giving a presentation to us, but nearly every day, we know that she is, I believe, on the beaches, helping to pick up trash. So it sounds like Sister Zhuang was a teacher by profession in the past. And if I caught that correctly, she perhaps had a tough time as a teacher at some point, and difficult relationships with her students. And at some point, she had the opportunity to meet the Tzu maybe Teachers Association. And just after a year being in the Teachers Association, it was about time for her. She chose to retire. And at that time, when she was retiring, her students were in tears and asking her not to retire. So we could really see at that time that transformation in her life from the challenging student relationships that she had before to the very positive ones after her exposure with Tzu, if I caught that correctly. And then we have a few more comments from listeners around the world. Again, praising Sister Zhuang. So let's once again thank Sister Zhuang for sharing today. Another listener from Shandong in China, thanking Sister Zhuang for being a role model, for stepping out, even in her age, and